off the low, they call me Mr. Tippy Toe the way I walk up. I'm bouncing out on feet. Before they see me, I'm a stalker.
Why'd they think you had the potential?
He official.
Just official? Or you got a reputation?
It's the sauce where we from.
You a boogeyman?
Real boogeyman, them other niggas, they just talk to my energy the same when I'm out or when I'm locked up. No capping in my rap, caught another op last week and chased him. Hey, Mr. Tiptoe, I creep up for Nito. I can shoot from long range or shoot me a free throw. Run a nigga down, I don't need no track shoes when I step. And I keep a slam inside my tech. Why this nigga mad? Really in the field, you other niggas on the bench. Disrespect any of my guys, you getting added to the list. Better ask about that last little shh, I don't miss. I'm bouncing out the low, I'm a walking specialist. All that you niggas doing and get you clipped. If I'm chilling out of town, I call it play and get you blitzed. Mr. Tiptoe, I creep up for Nito. I can shoot from long range or shoot me a free throw.
The internet is saying he's done. The interview is saying he's done. The lyrics are saying he's done. But if anybody know that California law, it's got to be someone. It's got to be the hood lawyer. Forget what they talking about. Let's really put the facts out as far as, is this man really done? Or, hey, it's just something else going on. It's happening. Stockton Crime Stoppers Incorporated, 2019 homicide case, victim Elijah Johnson. Detective Robert Dominguez is handling this case and can be reached at 937-8323. On June 26, 2019, officers responded to the area of Hickok Drive and Comstock Drive on a report of shots fired and a victim down. Upon arrival, officers located Elijah Johnson, 22, suffering from a gunshot wound. Johnson was transported to a nearby hospital, but later died from his injuries. Witnesses described the suspect as a Hispanic male, adult, early 20s, approximately 6 feet tall, 6'2", thin build, wearing a dark hooded sweatshirt, dark sweatpants with yellow stripes, and black shoes. Suspect is believed to be associated with the maroon late 2000s Honda Accord with a possible sticker on the front windshield. Download the P3 Tips mobile app and submit tips anonymous tips there, or submit an anonymous tip online using the Stockton PD's website at stocktonpd.org, or call in an anonymous tip at 209-946-0600. If you have any information about the wanted person or any crime, call Stockton Crime Stoppers 209-946-0600. Now, I'm not casting any aspersions on this young man or nothing like that. I know zero about him. I know zero about Stockton politics. So it is what it is. Unfortunately, he's tied to this rapper, so it is what it is. He was trying to change. Man shot, killed Wednesday at North Stockton, had a premonition something was going to happen to him. Longtime partner says. Stockton. Tajane Michelle Monique Michelle was planning a surprise birthday party for her partner. Elijah Johnson was turning 23 years old on Thursday, and she wanted to make him his favorite seafood boil. Instead, the mother of 5 has to plan a funeral for Johnson, her children's father, and her partner of 9 years. Johnson was killed about 12:01 p.m. Wednesday in a 1900 block of Comstock Drive in North Stockton. The 22-year-old Stockton native was standing outside his grandmother's home when an unknown person shot him. According to Stockton Police Department, Johnson was in critical condition when he was rushed to the hospital, where he later died of his injuries. Detectives are investigating the shooting as a homicide, the 23rd in the city this year. Mitchell, 25, met Johnson when the two were kids. She was 16 and he was 14 years old, and she instantly fell for his big personality. He was funny, he was loving, caring, and had a great sense of humor, Mitchell said. During their nearly decade-long romance, the couple had 5 kids together, Elijah, Aliyah, and Miracle, 6, 5, and 3 years old. And on May 17th, they welcomed twins, Kyla and Caden, who were born 3 months early and are in neonatal intensive care unit. I don't know if I even said that right. Mitchell said Johnson was initially scared about having twins, but he was excited. His kids kept him going every day, and his granny too, Mitchell said. She said she explained to her kids that their father was killed, her son Elijah is lost, he said. He keeps saying he wants his dad. On Facebook, Mitchell shared a heart-rendering 14-second video of her little girls, took herself out crying and softly saying he got shot. Johnson, who was raised by his grandmother, Diane Johnson, and was his stepfather, Ronald Williams, was at his grandmother's Comstock Drive home on Wednesday because he had an appointment with his probation officer. Mitchell, who had ordered him a ride back to their home 10 minutes away, realized something was wrong when she tried calling Johnson multiple times and there was no answer. Mitchell said she called Johnson's grandmother and she began screaming that he was shot. Johnson had a premonition something was going to happen to him, Mitchell said. He hadn't been sleeping well recently, and he was stressed. The past 2 weeks, he was apologizing to people and attempting to fix his wrongs. He was trying to change, he said. He was just stressed out and didn't know which way to go. He needed to get out of there. On Wednesday morning, Johnson told Mitchell he had sent her a text while she was sleeping and to read it. Johnson wrote to her saying there were things bothering him in his life and he needed to get away and get his life together. Johnson said he didn't want someone to take him away from his family and kids. Less than 4 hours later, after he sent those text messages, Johnson was killed. Stockton police said there was no reasonable information about the shooter other than he was wearing a white t-shirt, black pants. Investigators do not have a motive at this time, but police said it is believed Johnson was targeted. Mitchell, her voice breaking, said he always told her that something like this may happen and he wanted her to go to school and become something and continue to care for their kids. I just feel sad and hurt, Mitchell said. The only solace she finds is the fact that Johnson had made his peace with everyone.
Spinning over choke, speak on bro. Then it's white chalk. I'm really known for spinning. Y'all just sound good on that mic pod.
So I want to show y'all something real quick, all right? The arresting agency, Stockton Police Department, type of arrest, open charges. They got the case, open charges, bail set at $1,400,000. Yeah, all right. Next court date, 10/23/2024. Yeah, that's already been passed. So felony committed while on felony probation, participate in criminal street gang, felony addict possession of firearm, prohibited person owned, possesses, etc., ammunition, felony possess, purchase for sale, narcotics controlled substance, participate in criminal street gang, felony committed while felony probation, and then felony illegally possesses any assault weapon. So they caught him with this stuff, mind you. So because there's a couple of people out there like, yo, he already had been arrested before and all that crap. Yeah, but you can still get hit with more charges while you up in that pen or while you up in that jail in this instance. So yeah, that's what happened right here. And I don't know, whatever. But anyways, a man was arrested Saturday in Lodi in connection with a fatal 2019 shooting in Stockton. Authorities said Renico Flores, 25, was taken into custody in connection with the slaying of a 22-year-old man who was shot on June 26, 2019 in a 1900 block of Comstock Drive. So there you go right here. This is basically saying the same doggone thing. And the interesting part, I gotta go find it, but in the previous, they said that the man who did it was allegedly 6 feet tall and 6'2". But I want to use the quote unquote piece of evidence that may contradict. Now check this out. At a very maximum, Ben's got to be. You got to look at the high shoes that he's in. That man is about 5'8", 5'9". That is not a 6 foot tall individual at all. Now maybe they got it wrong on that, but in this instance, I'm not seeing it as far as the description of the height. He may be brought in, but that don't mean he's going to be found guilty. But that's just something to point out. Let's get into it. So, yeah, there's that. I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. If y'all thinking that his rap lyrics are what got him snatched, his lawyer is simply going to just do exactly what I would do if I was in his situation. And that's this right here. California Governor Gavin Newsom signs bill limiting use of rap lyrics as evidence in court. California Governor Gavin Newsom has signed a landmark bill into law restricting the use of rap lyrics as evidence in court. The move, made Friday, makes California the first state to have such law. California is the first state to ensure creative content like lyrics in music videos can't be used against artists in court without judicial review. The office of Newsom, a Democrat, tweeted Friday. A handful of rap musicians, including Freak Millie, Tyga, Ty Dolla $ign, Too Short, Killer Mike, and Recording Academy CEO Harvey Mason Jr. are pictured in a photo below the tweet and a Zoom call when Newsom signed the bill. The second time I witnessed the governor of California sign bills that help our people, probation caps, and bans on using rap lyrics in court. I respect you. Thank you. I understand the magnitude of the moves you make. We need help in the system. Freak Millie posted on Twitter. Introduced as a bill by Democratic State Assembly member Reggie Jones Sawyer of Los Angeles, the law now requires judges to balance the value of evidence with the undue prejudice and racial bias possible when that evidence is presented to a jury. Assembly Bill 2799 unanimously passed the legislature in late August. The law requires a court in a criminal proceeding where a party seeks to admit as evidence a form of creative expression to consider specified factors when balancing the probative value of that evidence against the substantial danger of undue prejudice. The new law forces prosecutors who want to use rap lyrics or any other form of creative expression to hold a pretrial hearing away from the jury to prove that the lyrics or other artistic expressions are relevant to the case. So number one, please don't believe any of those lyrics are really going to tie into if he gets convicted of the murder. Them lyrics in them videos ain't gonna mean crap. Y'all should really focus on the gang sweep that happened prior, because the gang sweep is more than likely what'll do him in. Either that gang sweep or just hard detective work where, cell phone footage, cell phone tower, all of this crap and text messages, or, unfortunately, somebody might have snitched on him. Because, 6 years ago? This happened in 2019. Really 5 years ago, not 6 years ago. But regardless of anything, that's really what it is. It's not going to boil down to no freaking lyrics. It's not going to boil down to nothing he said in interviews. None of that crap. It's all going to boil down to detective work. Stop believing that in certain instances that these cats, what they rap about is going to get them locked up. Not in California. Not in my home state. It don't work that way anymore because of Gavin Newsom. He would literally have to have detailed something so heinous and horrendous, like the cat down there in Vegas who was basically talking about how he walked up on dude, shot him, hit the car, and all this stuff, and his mama's crying and all this crap and everything. He gave super detailed messaging about stuff that had not even been put out there to the forefront. And even then, it only launched an investigation. The police work in that case in Vegas, they had dude's girlfriend's gun, which was his, which he used, and that tied him directly to it. It's just the song gave way. So unless that's about it, it still ain't gonna matter. They still have to go off of hardcore, solid evidence that Bands basically did it. Did he do it? I don't know. Do I want to know? Hell no. Do I want to tiptoe up out of this video? I do. But hey, y'all wanted me to hit it up about this stuff. I don't like doing California stuff because California, as far as finding out stuff and everything like that, everything is specified to gang code. That's why you don't see a bunch of these cats, well, not gang code, but under some type of code. That's why you don't see a bunch of these cats, and I'm not dissing anybody, but a bunch of these people who do these videos and all this stuff, they don't be in these sections that they talk about. And if they are in these sections that they talk about, they actually somebody. And that's typically how it goes. So the cats that are outside doing all this stuff, there's a reason they're outside. The people who are basically hiding in rooms and all this crap and everything like that, it's only because either one, they really in tune with it and they know they're not supposed to be doing it. Two, they scared. Or three, they just smarter than everybody and said, I ain't in none of this crap, so I'm not even finna get involved. I don't know, but that would be my thing about it. But other than that, man, yeah, I'm not saying anything other than that. If he didn't do it, he didn't do it. If he did, he did, and he knew his time was coming. But one of the things that is very disturbing about all of this crap, because it's going to eventually be revealed, Elijah was a rapper. What his rap name was, I have no idea. But he kept on saying to his people, to his girl, I don't know why you would even tell your woman that, because she flat out just put it all out there. He knew this was something that could happen. Listen, bro, I don't care who family feels some type of way about what I'm saying. That nigga was in the mix. Either he was into it with his own people or he was into it with other people. He was in the mix. You're not about to sit up here, run around and say, yeah, shit, yeah, y'all pray, y'all do this for me and all that, man. But no, you don't do that. There's no reason. When I first jumped off on YouTube, I told y'all, if I'm out of bounds somewhere in LA and they happen to grease me, It was because it was my fault and stuff I did from the past. It is what it is. Don't feel bad. Don't get mad at them cats. Don't do anything like that. Sins of me. This right here, exact same thing, bro. You knew you did wrong and saying I got to get up out of here. I mean, granted, well, no, because I would say maybe he hit a lick or something like that, hit a house, a B&E or something like that, knew he had to go. Maybe but it's something. Either he finessed somebody or he did some harm to somebody or some people that he associated did something to somebody and he just kept his mouth closed. Ain't no way on God's green earth this man said that shit to his girl before he died 4 hours later. It doesn't make any damn sense. In my belief, man, something happened. What happened? I don't know. But I'm not finna sit up here and try to put it all together either. Everything I did, bro, I'm going to show y'all right now. Go to Google, search it, read the stuff, put it together. It's already out there on the net. I don't know nothing about Stockton. I personally have all type of, I don't want to say bad feelings about Stockton, but unfortunately somebody that I truly love dearly was taken from me in Stockton. So I don't really have fond memories of Stockton. It ain't F Stockton or nothing like that, because I was one of the first shows that I did did security for what's his cousin's name, Sonny Bo or something like that. Anyway, shout out to him. And I also did security for EBK J-Bo and all them youngins and everything like that. So shout out to him. But when I think of Stockton, I only think about pain for myself personally because of somebody that's took from me. But like I said, it ain't no F Stockton or nothing like that. But when I think about it, it's nothing but pain. But y'all let me know your thoughts on this one, because that statement that was made is very disturbing to me. It just is. So what's your thoughts on this one? Subscribe to our bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. If you like what we do over here, hit that like button like you like something. We need 4K likes on this. If we can't get the 4K, then we're going to go ahead and take it away. I'll catch you on the next one.